As I'm sure you're aware of the debates or the myth ongoing about GMO, that's the genetically modified organisms. These are foods that have come to stay. Whether we like it or not, Nigeria is among countries that have adopted this biotechnology. Let's just look at facts about the GMOs. Now, it's continued, I've just stated that it's a hot debate when we're talking about the myth among food scientists coming out with their facts on how relevant, and the advantage of the BMO seeds or the foods rather when modified. Now, it's benefit consumers and also help protect our environment and keep produce on our shelves. We're talking food security. Now, this GMO actually help to bridge that gap for demand when we're talking food productivity. Now, let's look at the advantages of the GMO genetically modified food. Now, tolerance to abiotic stresses, that is cold, drought, salt, heat, and also farmers have an advantage because it is tolerant insecticide, pesticides, pest-resistant crops, reduce reliance on chemical pesticides and pest-resistant crops, reduce post-harvest losses, and also increase the efficiency of mineral usage of the plant. Now, you can't have a GMO seed. Let's even look at the teller maize, which has been adopted and commercialized. Nigeria is among the countries in Africa that has commercialized the teller maize. And we hear the teller maize in 2022 to 2023 report, Nigeria produced 12.7 million metric tons. That's about a yield average of 2.2 tons of this maize. And it's been said, according to reports, that Nigeria can yield an average of 10 tons of this teller maize, per hectare. That is if it's grown in a good condition, agronomic practice thereabouts. So let's see some of those crops I'm talking about. Let's go to the crops now. We have soya beans on that list. We have cowpea. We have cotton on that list. Okay, they're not bringing that for us, but we have the teller maize also. We have the corn on that also. And then when we want to talk about the advantages in terms of for Nigeria, they're actually, we have the BT corn, and then we have the resistant BT cowpea. I just told you how much Nigeria can produce from the teller maize that we're seeing, that has been adopted by farmers. But one critical aspect, Jomai, in terms of this advocacy that food scientists are trying to push, majority of these farmers actually don't know much about the varieties of the seeds they produce. So, which is why the advocacy, if it must be embraced, across all sectors, across all communities, there must be intense or radical advocacy for these farmers to understand the varieties of the BM seeds that they plant. Let's see the last slide. Let's see what we have on the last slide. That's it. That's the gains for Nigeria smallholder farmers, which I just started talking about. Increased yields. I also told you that it can boost yield per hectare and support food security, which is actually one of the goals of the present administration when we're talking the renewed hope agenda of the present administration, and respond to climate extremes. We told you of the advantages to climate conditions. Whether you want to grow your crops, in the natural way or through the BM modified aspects, the most important thing is bridging the gap, the demand for food production, food productivity, and having this smallholder farmers, embrace this new technology that has come to stay. You wouldn't even know the difference when you're buying these food products out there from the shelves.